back. I am Nick. I am the Culture Doctor. I'm on a journey to become the leading authority in everything organizational culture. And today, in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 deadly sins of culture. I don't know why, but I felt like it needed some form of evil cackle at the start of this video. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so I'm going to list 7 deadly sins of organizational culture in about 6 minutes, right? If you hear 3 or more of these things, your culture is symptomatically unhealthy. Some of these things, they rot organizational culture to the core. If you hear and see some of the stuff in your business that I'm about to go through, that might be time to press the panic button and start to really intentionally do something different about it. Because culture is not just vibes on a wall, it is a living system that exists within your organization. It's made up of maps, wires, patterns, and sparks. My definition, you can find that in videos that I shot earlier on as well, right? Let's start then. Sin number 1, fear kills voice. This, my friends, is the big one. Psychological safety. If your people in your organization are scared to raise mistakes, scared to share what's not working, then you have a culture of fear. You don't have a culture of safety. People cannot be their true selves, their authentic selves. And unfortunately, your innovation, that thing you want to achieve, it's never going to happen. That's sin number 1. Sin number 2, this is something that goes really under the radar, but it's normalized disrespect and underhand comments. Picture this, you've just had a call with a number of colleagues. That call ends, you immediately pick the phone up, speak to another colleague, and you start talking bad about all the people or what happened on that call. This is so difficult to measure. This is all the unseen things, and it's really hard to put your finger on to change and fix unless you intentionally change the way you meet collectively and the way you treat each other across your entire organization. That underhandedness, that subtlety, that disrespect that exists is crippling the way that you're going to work together effectively as a team. It's sarcasm, it's dismissing one another, it's jokes at someone else's expense. And it might not be something that you see every single day, but when you see it, if you don't start calling this out, ignoring and moving the other way and actually highlighting the great stuff that person was the butt of the joke actually does, then you're going to still see this unhealthiness spread like a disease throughout your entire culture. Number 3, chronic overload and burnout, right? When you hear the organization leadership team come to you and say, we need more resilience in our business, that is a red flag if ever I have seen one. Overload isn't just something that takes place by chance. It's chronically underutilizing the systems that you have within your organization. It is overworking people who don't know what their priorities are. They don't have clear access to goals. And we need to change that. We need to build the skill of saying no, right? Put that on your next L&D plan, right? How do you say no? Because if we continue to overload people and burden them with more work and more stuff, then you're going to see higher errors, you're going to see more attrition, you're going to see higher sickness and absence. Start treating burnout from its root cause, which is the organizational system, it's the culture. You're accepting people to overwork. Stop it. Sin number 4, unfairness, favoritism, broken trust. Really simple, this one, open and shut. To the same people who speak the loudest, get all the work, all the projects, all the promotions. If that's the case, then your culture is broken. You've got to start thinking inclusively. Just because people don't shout the loudest doesn't mean they haven't got amazing things to contribute and say. Make decision-making process transparent. Tell people very clearly what you're looking for, set expectations, and allow people to rise to them. Don't just jump to guns and preconceived beliefs. Sin number 5, right? It's quite large here, but unethical norms and moral disengagement. If you see bad stuff happening in your business and everyone kind of just says, don't worry, like everyone just does it. Everyone fudges that expense report. Everyone just skips that compliance. Everyone just takes that risk. No one cares, whatever. Then you've got this feeling and this culture of complete detachment from morality and ethics, right? Again, a really clear sign that your culture is unhealthy. Sin number 6. And this is whilst it's at number 6, this is the one I think that cripples culture the most. Lack of accountability and poor leadership behaviors. I've got a challenge for you. Do you think your leaders think your culture is one thing versus what everyone else says and does? You've got this big misstep between what leaders do and what the line thinks, right? Leaders think they might be accountable, but in reality, do they lie, hide, and fake? They say one thing and do another. Poor, joined up leadership behaviours tell everyone it's okay just to toe the company line and say the right thing in a meeting, but nothing actually happens once the laptop shuts or people leave the room. Poor leadership behaviours, zero accountability, cripples your culture. The final sin, exclusion. With the macro climate that we're living in, organizations have to work double hard to make sure everyone has a place where they feel like they belong. If your culture doesn't prioritize belonging, doesn't prioritize every voice having an equal seat at the table, you've got an unhealthy culture. 7 deadly sins. If you saw yourself in these, good. Awareness is the first step to change. If you need to change, let's take one sin and do one thing that's going to put you in a healthy culture tomorrow. That's that first step to change. I'm Nick. I'm the Culture Doctor. If you like what you hear, I post new videos every single Sunday about how to make work more remarkable. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you have something interesting to say, or if you just want to share your thoughts. I'll see you next time.
Okay, let's go.